here's Memphis' starting group. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Morant runs point with KCP to his side, and it's Edey in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. The combo up front is Draymond and post, and it's Moody in at the 3 slot. And the Warriors, one of the league's most aggressive teams, Shams, trying to surround Curry with a supporting cast.
That's always the challenge in Golden State, is optimizing Stephen Curry and his championship window. And the major emphasis was on finding the shot creation alongside Steph and Jimmy. We've seen in the playoffs, it's not enough to have just 1 or 2 guys. You need as many as you can get. And so the Warriors will be all hands on deck again this season.
And how long can they keep that window open? The 3 from Curry. Podziemski's shot is good.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Morant. Takes the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
The competitive fire of Morant matching the 3 on the other end.
Curry against Morant. Outside Podziemski. Outside Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
With his touch, Curry can beat you from inside as easily as he can outside.
Here's Morant. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want, hit 3s and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Moody. 9 points for him in his last game. Post shot, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Pass to Edey. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Back to Edey. Here's Morant. It's stolen by Green. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Podziemski. From downtown, Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open, and teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bane trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
Yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Shams, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Here's Jackson to win the drought. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Podziemski. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Outside Curry. Screen by Post. Curry's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Post, defended by Jackson. And here's Moody. Jackson, left side, over Moody. Jackson gets the bucket. It's a tie ball game.
Ooh, those are some grown man points there by Jackson Jr.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. That shot missing. Morant with a defensive effort. Here's Caldwell Pope. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And it's Green with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Golden State has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. And with picks 2 and 3 in this year's draft, Shams, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of this. So all of those traits increasingly important to win in today's NBA.
Here's Pajemski. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Portland. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Here's Morant. 23 points for him last game against Indiana.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Find the lanes. One shot.
A multiple-time champion and relentless competitor. Curry's drive to be an all-time great, well, he's pretty much there.
The Warriors trailing. Pass to post. Outside, Green. From the arc. That's good from Curry. On the assist by Green. Curry's got his third bucket of the night.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Now Edey. And Shams with younger teams like OKC taking the reins. New stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, BA, I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if these young teams weren't as formidable. But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they have had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flag, the list goes on.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Shot clock at 6. It's Pajemski on the wing. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Morant, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Good, and the setup by Morant. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Curry with it. Give him 8. Outside Pajemski. Screen by Post to the middle. Pass to Green.
The game of Green, it's about testing the defense, finding their weak spots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
A vocal leader both on and off the floor. Green plays with a real fire in edge.
Good on both. The Grizzlies have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. And he converts the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now Curry. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Outside Pajemski. Moody from outside. Aldama grabs the board. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. Second, Memphis.
Well, last year they took great pride in rebounding, understanding the importance of winning the possession battle.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Al Horford comes in for Green, and it's Kuminga in for Moody. Then for Memphis, Landale comes in for Edey, and it's Pippen in for Ja Morant. Pass to Landale. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Now here's Aldama. Horford covering. Here's Landale. Goes back up. He shoots it. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. The Warriors shooting 33% in the first quarter. Pass to post. Horford for 3. Offensive rebound. Kuminga's shot is off.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Jerome passes to Landale. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And more we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Now here's Curry. Give him 8 points now. Pass to post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Jerome passes to Aldama. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's Pippen. Still no points. It's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
1:49 left in the first. The kick out, Curry. Pass to post. Banked it in off the glass.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pippen outside. 1:19 left in the first quarter here. And that one comes up a bit short. And the Warriors shooting 33% in the first quarter. Horford, a screen on Jerome. Horford can't hit.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Pass to Landale. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now here's Horford. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Adding the three-point shot has extended Horford's career. Big Al, he's modernized his game.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Up top, Pippen, defended by Pajemski. Pippen right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jerome. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. The Warriors leading. Outside Kuminga. Curry against Jerome. And here's Curry. And that one drops for him. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Aldama. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
The Warriors lead by 3. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
On the court for Memphis, Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Ty Jerome, then it's Scottie Pippen, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, great to see Jackson Jr. forcing the issue. Just taking what he wants inside.
Now here's Melton. Horford finds Hield. Pass to Melton. Back to Hield. The 3 is up. The rebound by Jackson.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Jerome passes to Pippen. Jackson down low, guarded by Hield, and they take the lead. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Melton outside. Over Jerome. Melton misses. Memphis leading. Jerome passes to Pippen. Over Hield. Pippen, no good. The Warriors shooting just 35% from the floor. From deep three-point land. And again, no good by Golden State. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Jerome outside from deep. Knocks down the triple. Jerome's got his first 3 points of the game.
The screen doesn't earn him a ton of breathing room. Turns out he doesn't need it.
Pass to Horford. Melton on the wing. And with 2 of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key. Here's Jackson. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Back to Aldama. This one for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
And not only does Kuminga get the whistle, but he fights to make sure the bucket goes down.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Payton. Moody comes in for Hield. And it's Curry in for Melton. Morant, he's checked in for Memphis.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
Now here's Pippen. No points so far. To the inside. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Moody. Pass to Kuminga. The kick out. Curry leaps for it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Thursday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that game against the Suns, it's the 8th time they'll take the court in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
Hield's checked in for the Warriors. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3. Hield's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Wow, Hield is just relentless. He won't give them a chance to breathe and gets the steal.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Jerome feeling it out a bit. Jackson against Horford. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Hield passes to Moody. Back to Hield. Unloads from 13. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
It's not really Buddy's preferred area, but good on him for not overlooking that mid-range opportunity.
Out to the wing. Morant finds Jackson. Takes a 3. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. Morant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And here are the Warriors now. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Warriors making a switch here. Post checked in. Then for Memphis, Edey's checked in for Aldama. Wells comes in for Pippen. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Jerome. Caldwell Pope against Hield. Green for 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Picked it out of midair. Outside heel. Over to the left wing. Back to Moody. Pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Launches it. And again, no good by Golden State.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Jackson with a screen on Curry. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the night now. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
And the Warriors making a change here. Pajemski's checked in. And Morant drops them both.
And Morant remains one of the most explosive guards in the league. A fearless competitor who doesn't back down from anyone and has unlimited confidence.
Now here's Curry. He's got 10. Outside for Green. Fires from deep. Green able to hit from 3. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Edey up top. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Edey. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson for 3. The rebound by Post. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Moody passes to Green. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Edey. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Morant with it. Now guarded by Curry. Floats one. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis.
Last year, these two gave us a very entertaining season series, splitting the games.
And we're watching 2 teams looking to make that next step. They want to break out of the middle of the pack, prove they can do some damage.
4 on the clock. 16 feet out. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
The Warriors trailing. Inside, here's Post, and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
The first one falls. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. And he makes both free throws.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Outside Wells. Pass to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. To the paint. Post shot, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Wells, the pass to Morant. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw drops for Morant. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to post. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. EA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Pajemski. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. 5 to shoot. Outside Moody. Will it go? Memphis with a rebound. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Now here's Morant. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Edey finds Caldwell Pope. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. Pass to Pajemski. 3-pointer. Here's Green. Draymond. Oh, such a force inside.
This is the energy that Green provides. Just flat out refuses to give up on any play.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta. Wells has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies earning this break in the action, up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic, being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And talking now about the game at hand, Ja Morant, certainly the focal point in that first half.
He knows no fear. He'll take it up against 2, 3, sometimes 4 guys. He doesn't care.
And that's a big part of what makes him so exciting to watch. He does things no one else is even willing to attempt. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
The combo up front is Draymond and post. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Morant. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Off target from three-point range. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Moody. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's post. Here's Curry. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Green. That three's off the mark. Memphis leading by 10. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Caldwell Pope for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Curry. And here's post. Edey defends. Outside, Green. No good on the triple.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news. But let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
And he makes a first. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And it's Morant off the drive. Count that bucket. Morant's got 17 points.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Outside, Green. Pass to Curry from outside the arc. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third-quarter drought.
Morant looking for an opening. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Pajemski, tightly guarded. Outside for Green. The 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half. Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Pass to Pajemski. Back to Moody. And here's Green from the arc. They get the rebound.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Jackson with a screen on Curry. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Over Green. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Pass to post. And he dunks it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Pajemski. The kick out. Curry. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. In third, Memphis.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
And so Tuomas Isolo calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's take a look at the breakdown between the front court and back court for the Grizzlies.
And their guards have played their roles so well, noticing gaps in the defense and splitting them with pinpoint passing and figuring out ways to get their teammates going.
Edey with a screen on Curry. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Here's Curry. It's Pajemski on the wing. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Morant with it. He's got 17. Here's Wells. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but Ja is at his best when he's also involving others.
Curry, no good. Memphis leading by 12. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Jackson down low, working on Green. The Warriors pull it in. Excellent production from him tonight.
Yeah, B.A., 1 point away from a double-double.
Post with it. Edey's there. The kick out. Curry. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Golden State. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected. Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", Ja Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key.
Fields checked in for Curry. On the wing, Green. Outside Pajemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Count the basket. Pajemski's got 5 now.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Now Jerome. Pass to Morant. Now here's Edey, guarded by Post. Now Jackson. Over Green. Jackson can't get it to go. And stolen by Jackson. Oh, Green with a block.
This is the lockdown defense you expect from Green. So good at anticipating attacks. The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Grizzlies lead by 12. And here's Morant. He's got 17. Jerome outside. Here's the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Moody misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Yeah, it's so hard to guard Ja. I mean, he can beat you in so many ways.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Graham.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
Horford, he's checked in for Post. And Ja Morant has said he wants to dial back his dunking for his health. Did that ever cross your mind, Richard, as an aerial artist?
Well, dunking can take its toll over time, but I was kind of a crash test dummy. I was going to keep jumping no matter what. Ja's a little bit more concerned with getting hit in the air.
Morant with it. Now Horford defending. Fires from deep. Hey, Horford from range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14. Over Hield. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
On the wing, Green. Horford outside. This one for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Morant. Jackson down low, defended by Pajemski, and there's Jackson on the assist by Morant.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's Horford. He's got 6. Pass to Green, just 5 on the clock. Now Hield, fires for 3. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Here's Edey. Nails the baby hook. Edey's got 12 points in the game.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside Pajemski, puts up a 3, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Grizzlies lead by 11. Out left to the wing. Over the last few seasons, we've seen Jaren Jackson Jr. take major leaps offensively.
His scoring efficiency has gone up, and it's been paired with his other defensive ability, and that has made him lethal. Now, if we could just focus on the rebounding.
No good on the free throw. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
A story of 2 halves last season for the Grizzlies, Richard. At the All-Star break, 2nd in the West. But things went south down the stretch.
Yeah, specifically their defense took a turn for the worse. They barely made the postseason and only to get swept by the Thunder.
Here's Payton driving in and stolen by Jerome. And now Memphis on the break. 3-pointer off the mark. And he lobs it up. Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And so it's Memphis, ending the quarter up 10, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Scottie Pippen Jr. out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Vince Williams. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. Here's Jackson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting 1.
Memphis making a switch here. Jackson is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Jackson. Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
Hield from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Now here's Jerome. Jackson on the wing. Fires the three. Rebounded by Heel.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, Richard, for this Warriors team, that Steph Curry injury in the playoffs proved huge.
Yeah, Steph is just so important. He strained his hamstring in game 1 of that second-round series against Minnesota. And once that happened, Golden State really never had a shot in the series. Just shows how valuable he is to the organization.
Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Kuminga. Curry against Jerome. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Horford for three. On target from range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Pippen. Up top, Jackson puts it up. And again, unable to change momentum here. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. With the floater and a nice layup by Curry.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. Jackson on the wing. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Al Horford.
One shot.
That one falls for Jackson.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Pass to Horford. Jerome against Curry. Healed on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by Pippen.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. To the inside, Jackson. Kuminga pulls it in. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Curry. Outside Payton. Inside. Out to Kuminga. Hield on the wing. Sinks the tray. Hield's got 6 in the quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Grizzlies lead by 5. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And drilled from 6 feet. Jackson's got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, big night for Jackson so far, scoring with enthusiasm on that offensive end.
Golden State has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Curry against Jerome. Out to Hield. Back to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Jackson can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 7. Payton passes to Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Post is checked in for Horford. Draymond Green comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Heel. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 14-5 run. To the paint. Here's Post. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Memphis leading by 3. Jerome outside. Jackson down low. Working on Green. Oh, Green with a block.
When you talk about the best defensive players of this era, you have to talk about Draymond Green.
Outside Podziemski. Outside Moody. And here's Curry for 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's going to be on Quentin Post.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Greg.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Now here's Podziemski. Inside, Edey with a steal. Here's Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Trailing by 8. Green for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pippen. Outside Morant. Here's Jackson. 6 to shoot. Jerome passes to Pippen. No good from outside. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Green. And it's hammered home by Green. Great game for him. Double-double now.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
Outside Morant. Morant charging in. And he gets the bucket. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside, Green. Outside, Podziemski. From the arc. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Morant with it. Kicks it out to Jackson. Takes a 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 7 assists in the game.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. Back to Podziemski. Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Pass to post. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as many as 14. Jackson with it. Green picks him up. Jackson gets the bucket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Warriors trail by 11. Outside Pajemski. And here's Curry. Back to Pajemski. No stopping him from 16 feet out.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Some changes for Memphis. Wells comes in for Pippen, and Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Jerome. Memphis leading by 9. Now Caldwell Pope. Jackson down low. Green covering. Morant lets it fly. Grabs the rebound again. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
Now here's Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Tougher than he looks. Curry is unbelievable. This man's a true superstar.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14. Jackson the screen. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Curry. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter here. Shoots a three. Oh, it misses.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Edey fires. Oh, no good. We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Memphis leading by 9. And here's Morant. Oh, Morant from close range.
Shows great imagination offensively. Morant, so many tricks up his sleeve.
Morant against Curry. Puts up the tray. Edey rips down the board. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Grizzlies.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Ja Morant.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Jackson. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jaron, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep you engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaron. Congrats on your success.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And we present the player of the game, Ja Morant.